you all the hot stories about Korea, Korean wave, and the Korean people. And I'm the singer, Anna Seunji. So right now, I'm standing in front of the Korean National Assembly building, where the democratically elected Korean legislature makes their laws. Although it can be nice to go wherever your feet takes you, I think you're much better off to collect some really good, useful information before you take off for the travel, right? I wonder where the three beautiful ladies are going this time around. I heard that they're gathering together a virtual guidebook for you guys to when you're visiting Korea. So let's follow them.
My name is Shelby Morris. I'm a reporter for Korean Travelog and a huge fan of the idol group Infinite. Her name is Abigail Adarete. She's a senior reporter and an experienced veteran.
멋있잖아요, 여기. 이건 그건데 일하는 시간에 일만 해야 된다고, 그렇지?
This is Nakanishi Ayumi from Japan, a new reporter.
이번 주 테마 여행, 실비.
네, 저 대박 인거 준비해왔어요. 인피니트 콘서트 100배 주기는 어때요?
그 스타일로 하니까 기사를 그런 거밖에 못 쓰죠? 그렇게 하자, 나가라고!
저는요, 요즘 축제도 많고 해서요. 전철 타고 저렴하게 낭만이 있는 10도랑 여행 기획해봤는데 어때요?
역시 아비가일이야.
How on earth did Abigail ever learn so much about Korea? That's how our first trip for the journal got started. This is Sangbon Station, where the Gyeongchun or Seoul Chuncheon rail line begins. Tickets can be purchased at the vending machine. By the way, what is bojunggung?
이거 이렇게 나왔잖아요. 이 표를 다 쓰고 나서 전철역에 보면은 기계가 있는데 거기 이거를 반납.
Oh, I see. The bojunggung is so the ticket can be reused.
잊어버리면 안 돼? 네.
The Gyeongchun Line is a railway connecting Sangbon Station in Seoul to the romantic city of Chuncheon via Daesongni and Gangcheon stations. On the train, there are special cars for bicycles. Gazing out the window to appreciate the scenic beauty of the lakes, the journey passed in a flash.
오, 도착했네.
와, 너무 좋아.
오랜만에 시골에 오니까 좋네.
네. Here in Gangcheon, you can enjoy all sorts of activities, such as riding the ATVs. However, this is what caught my eye. Between the 42 and 25-meter jumps, I chose 42.
자, 시작하겠습니다. 카운트다운 3, 2, 1, 번지! 3, 2, 1, 번지!
Wasn't that awesome?
어땠어요? 대박이에요. 해봐요.
Bungee jumping in Gangcheon will definitely help you beat the heat. I, Shelby, strongly recommend it. Next, we moved on to the rail park. This is a rail bike, a specialty in Gangcheon.
안전벨트는 이 안쪽으로 매주시기 바랍니다. 그리고 운행 중에 안전벨트를 절대 풀으시면 안 되고요. 네, 운행 중에 절대 내리시면 안 됩니다.
Finally, our rail bike hit the tracks. Taking in the fresh air, I'm so happy that I find myself singing one of Infinite's songs.
왜 이렇게 뜨는 거예요? 아, 여기가 원래 경춘선이라고 기차가 다니던 길인데 새로운 기차 길 생기면서 여기 안 쓰게 되니까 여기 관광객들을 위해서 이렇게 가족들끼리 타고 이렇게 좋은 구경할 수 있고 뭐 자연이랑 함께 다닐 수 있는 그런 것을 이렇게 만들어졌지.
In a moment, we came to a tunnel.
앞에. 뭔가 있어. 와, 아 보인다. 와 여기 멋있다.
이건 뭐예요? 전기로 가니까 편안하게 앉고 풍경도 보고 하늘도 보고 갈 수 있을 것 같아.
At last, we arrived at our destination. This is Kim Yu-jong Station, which is decorated by a huge structure in the shape of books.
많다.
너무 책 같아.
근데 김유정 씨가 누구예요? 김유정?
아, 저 알아요, 저 알아요.
진짜?
그 해병장 나온 김희정 맞죠? 얘는 이쁘던데?
아니야. 김유정 씨가 누구냐면 영국의 유명한 작가님이 셰익스피어 계시잖아. 그런 것처럼 한국에서도 유명한 작가님이 계시는데 그분 이름이 김유정 씨야. 한국에서는 사람 이름으로 따서 만든 최초의 역이야.
아, 그럼 우리 인피니트 오빠들 이름을 따서 욕 만들었으면 좋겠다. 언니? 언니 왜 저 가요? 언니.
Hey, wait for me! If you want to know a country, you have to know its history. If you want to know the history of a country, you should read its literature. I became curious about the works of Kim Yu-jong.
본문은 일본에서 많이 익혔다 그래요. 일본에 오신 분들이 말씀하시기를 우리 그러니까 한국어를 배우실 때 소설 동백꽃을 놓고 한국어를 배우셨다 그래요. 그래서 여기 있는 이 탁종이 인형들은 소설 봄봄에 나오는 한 장면을 이렇게 탁종이 인형으로 표현을 해놓은 거예요.
These characters from Bom Bom really bring to life the atmosphere of a farming village. I'm going to have to read the book.
여기는 어디예요?
여기요. 김유정 선생님의 생각.
진짜요?
네. 우와. 들어와서 한번 불러볼까요?
It's a small but distinguished house. I feel like I've traveled backwards in time into the novel.
셰리는 K-팝만 알고 있었잖아. 이렇게 한국 문학, 한국 작가 이런 거 알게 되니까 어때?
좀 신기해요, 사실.
밥 언제 먹어요, 우리?
맞아요, 선배님. 너무 배고파요. 언제 먹어요?
그렇게 말하니까 나도 구르륵 거린다. 근데 춘천에 오면은 꼭 먹고 가야 되는 게 있어. 그래서 내가 준비했지.
오, 기대되네요.
계산은 막내가 하고. 네. 가자.
A dish that you have to eat when you're in Chuncheon? What is it?
우리가 지금 닭갈비 먹으러 왔어. 근데 여기 춘천에는 닭갈비가 유명하지만 정통 닭갈비는 숯불 닭갈비야.
You get the real flavor of takgalbi when it's grilled over charcoal. There's lots of different flavors of takgalbi. Don't you want to eat it right now? The takgalbi was to die for. As a Korean saying goes, you wouldn't even notice if your company died while you were eating. Since we worked so hard to cover the story, we need to eat a hearty meal. It's time to wrap up the pleasant trip for our first issue. Here's a travel itinerary we'd like to recommend. The best way to refresh yourself, the Gyeongchun line is a wonderful ride. Travel along the river by rail bike. Go on a journey into a novel at the Kim Yu-jong Literature Village. Chuncheon dakgalbi is a must for travelers. We'll be back next week with more exciting travel themes around Korea.
Hey, I like Chuncheon dakgalbi too, It is so good. I personally guarantee it. You guys have to just try it when you come visit Korea. So next week, we're going to be looking forward to a lot more traveling around Korea. Clap, 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 대한민국! So now why don't we go visit the Korean pro baseball game? Once you pick up the Korean style of cheering, it'll be much more exciting and exhilarating. What you do is you put your hands up like this and clap 5 times. Clap, 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 and say 대한민국!
The thumping rhythm of cheering fires up the crowd.
The league is a lot of fun. I really like the small league. It's a lot more competitive and sometimes more interesting than Major League Baseball.
One Westerner stands at the center of the Korean Professional Baseball League cheering culture.
My name's Ted Smith. I'm 25 years old. I'm from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. I am better known in Korea as Taedjing or Nektongyong.
To him, every moment of his past 2 years in South Korea has been meaningful.
I studied Korean in my senior year of college. I spent a lot of time and effort learning the language, so I thought, why not live here and see what it's like? Moved to Korea. Some of my family members were a little against it. They were a little bit afraid of North Korea and everything that's going on there and concerned for my safety. But I was able to persuade them to let me go. And they still miss me a lot. They always ask me when I'm coming home next, and I usually have to say at the end of baseball season.
He seems to be lost within his love for the cheering at Korean baseball games.
Taedjing uniforms. 그리고 제 사인볼 컬렉션입니다.
His life and dreams took a strange turn the moment he plunged himself into Korean cheering culture.
I guess my first introduction to Korean sports culture was in the 2002 World Cup. I think the cheering culture in Korea is fantastic. It adds a whole new level of atmosphere to the games. It makes going to the game a lot of fun, even if your team is losing or if it's raining or whatever. 하나 둘 셋 넷 넥센 정수성 안 떠지는 모습 좋아요 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 넥센 정수성 도루하는 모습 좋아요 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 정말 좋아요. Let's go.
Today he is visiting a samulnori ensemble, a form of traditional Korean percussion quartet, in order to learn the traditional rhythms that are the basis of cheering.
동그래. 동작이 다 동그래야 돼. 몸 움직임도 동그랗고. 땅땅 땅땅 땅땅땅땅땅땅땅 한번 쳐보세요. 시작.
Learning samulnori was a really fun experience, and I think it gave me better insight into, I guess, Korean rhythm or Korean musicality. You know, like a lot of the cheering songs have their base in traditional Korean music, and so it gave me a new respect and a new appreciation for where that culture comes from and how I can contribute to it.
Korea has a unique kind of cheering culture that is hard to find anywhere else in the world. This drives Ted to be the best cheerleader he can be. The Nexen Heroes, a professional baseball team, has a match today at the stadium. Taedjing watches nearly every one of the team's games. He showed up at the stadium to root the team on to victory. As Ted takes the platform, the crowd grows even more excited.
넥센 히어로즈 팬 안녕하십니까? 저는 오늘 넥센 히어로즈 응원단장들이 테드 스미스 26살 독신 반갑습니다. 넥센 승리를 위한 응원을 같이 크게 다 같이 부릅시다. 박병호! 나이스! 박병호!
뭐 계속해서 지금
너무 짜네요. 오지가타 2루.
Every moment of a baseball game should be savored. In an instant flash, the players, spectators, and Ted come together in seeking the thrill of winning the game.
굉장히 감칠맛이 있고요. 응원하는 사람으로 하여금 굉장히 생동감 있게 하고 열정적으로 하시고요. 항상
열심히 하세요.
자, 오늘 좀 사물놀이 배웠으니까 좀 제가 배웠던 것.
Rather than blindly imitating other Korean cheering, he does his best to become a true leader for the squad by understanding Korean's unique emotions and rhythms. Westerners might not be familiar with the sound of traditional Korean gongs and drums. However, they are an essential part of cheering culture. Ted's voice resounds across the stadium and sends fervent messages to help spur the players on to victory. As the game is nearing its end, Ted enthusiastically puts even more energy into his cheering, raising his voice and drum beat.
Well, compared to Canada and the U.S., where we don't bring drums to sporting events, it just makes it a lot more fun. Like, you really put your body into it and enjoy the game a lot more because you're cheering harder.
The game is finally over.
Yeah. It's so beautiful. And then Park Byung-ho right behind him. Boom! God, he swings big. He's like a giant.
After the game, he talks with other fans over a drink. Ted's dreams and aspirations of becoming a better captain of a Korean cheerleading squad grow even further.
하나 둘 셋 넷 이태근 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 아타 이태근. Cheers.
I'm planning on staying in Korea at least until Nexen wins the championship, so I might die here. I'm not sure. Nexen 화이팅!
We all give him a big hand for his passion in fulfilling his dream.
So some people who visit Korea from other countries, they say that the most amazing thing they witness in Korea is the most impressive cheering culture in Korea. And they also say the most beautiful thing they've seen is a Korean traditional house. It's called Hanok. So let's learn more about the beauty of Hanok, which has captivated people from all over the world.
When the sunshine lingers in the courtyard, it elegantly illuminates the room. When a refreshing breeze flows through the back porch, a small bell hanging from the eaves tinkle in the wind. Korea's traditional housing, Hanok, is in perfect harmony with nature. The Hanok house, which is the direct result of the wisdom and science of the Koreans of the past, has a story to tell. Among the high-rise buildings of central Seoul, South Korea, there is one area where you can experience the atmosphere of older times. Bukchon Hanok Village, Seoul's Chik-Hanok district, is one of the most popular tourist destinations in all of Seoul.
Und Hanok als sehr traditionelle koreanische Häuser interessieren mich dann natürlich sehr. Also, finde ich sehr schön.
こういうところに来てみて、なんか落ち着いた情緒豊かな良さとか感じたし、今回はお茶を飲んでみて、なんかすごいそういう伝統もいいなと思ったので、今後もそういうのを探検してみたいと思いました。
Shin Soo is a master carpenter who specializes in traditional Korean architecture. His dream is to create beautiful buildings that will endure for more than 1,000 years. Hanok uses a prefabricated wooden frame structure. The building is made without any nails. Instead, unique interlocking wooden columns and beams are used.
넘어 들어왔어 조금 더. 됐어. 이 기둥 하나의 맞춤이라는 것도 전부 뭐 이렇게 짜 맞추면 이제 주먹장이라든지 해서 이제 그 아까 봤지만은 매로 내려 짜서 이 집이 다 지금까지 이렇게 되도록 못이 하나도 들어가지 않고 전부가 짜맞추기 위해서 이제 아주 세밀하게 이 시목을 해야 돼요. 깎아야 돼요.
This is considered an advancement in housing structures. Such a framework also makes economic effect since it doesn't require additional decoration. Since climates differ around the world, living spaces which reflect the local climate also vary. Hanok is a traditional form of architecture which is based on more than 1,000 years of accumulated climatic and geographic experience in Korea. In this way, Hanok illustrates how Korea and its people have lived for centuries. Just as each person has a unique appearance and personality, every traditional house looks different. The longer people live in and interact in a house, the more beautiful the Hanok becomes. The wisdom of 1,000 years lies in the structure of Hanok. The excellence of Hanok can be found in the ventilation. You can enjoy a cool breeze flowing between the columns of a Hanok on a sizzling summer day. In a traditional house, trees are planted in the rear garden as opposed to the front yard. This is a principle of natural science employed by Hanok to improve air circulation. What is more, except for the local bearing components such as columns and beams, the walls within the building can be slid to the side. Such strong frames allow for a flexible layout for the building that is not restricted by orientation.
우리 소나무가 제일 좋죠. 우리 한국 건축에는 한국 소나무를 써야 되고.
Korean pine trees that have withstood the conditions of the four seasons excel in their solidity and are not easily warped. Moreover, the resin that permeates them is a natural preservative that prevents rot. One of the greatest beauties of Hanok is that warm air can remain within the house while winter's freezing winds are blocked out. Kudul is stone flooring that is heated by fire from underneath in a heating system unique to Hanok, used for both heating and cooking. Once heated, the floor is not easily cooled, but slowly emits its warmth. Earthen tiles are placed on the roof in rows, thereby keeping out scorching sunlight in hot summers and preventing warm air from escaping in winter. Sloping eaves help control the amount of light and protect the building's walls from rain or melting snow. Traditional Korean wallpaper helps maintain proper humidity inside the room, and weather strips included in the window paper are effective in providing natural lighting and keeping out the cold. The courtyard, or madang, is surfaced with white gravel that it reflects light to increase the natural illumination while preventing the occupants' shoes from being stained with mud. Hanok are built entirely of natural materials. Such environment-friendly materials might normally create a favorable environment for insects and germs. However, kudul, which offers constant heat, helps disinfect rooms, while the on-the-floor lifestyle helps keep the inside clean. Korean people remove their shoes when inside and do all daily activities sitting on the floor. A madang is an essential feature of Hanok, where most rooms have window doors on their front and back sides. This space serves not only as a communal center where family gatherings can be arranged, but also as a focus of natural harmony through which the sunlight and winds can flow. When the windows and doors are wide open, they serve as frames for the outside world.
한옥을 단정져서 뭐라고 할 수 없는 한국 사람의 자존심이 달려있는 거지. 긍지가 있고 한국 사람한테도 한국 사람의 우리 건축, 우리 삶이 이랬었다. 우리 건축이 이렇게 발전해서 이 정도는 나 알고 있어야지.
There are mountains. The river flows. The sun shines and the wind smiles. The house of 1,000 years, Hanok, is open to the outside world, creating a space for reconnecting with Mother Nature.
So that's all I had in store for you guys on K-Wave Extra today. We will try our hardest to bring you guys all the hot stories about K-pop wave next week also. So tune in again next week. See you guys later. Bye.
오빤 강남스타일 강남스타일 오빤 강남스타일